Commonwealth Soccer Club in Lexington, Kentucky, and they have a facility that they use at the Kentucky Horse Park outside of Lexington. And we just completed the training and we painted some fields. What'd you think of the process?
Um, Pretty simple, easy to use. Pretty impressed with how quickly we were able to get it up and going and get fields painted today.
So we got two fields done yesterday. We did another two this morning. Not any real issues. How did you feel like the training went as far as transitioning from the teacher to the student?
Um, Pretty good. Uh, got a good demo to start with, and then just grabbed the controls and kind of played around. The software seemed pretty intuitive, and everybody was responsive to questions and willing to help. So everything went pretty well from that standpoint. Feel pretty confident with it already.
Fantastic. Tell me a little bit about the soccer club. How exactly are you comprised? How many players do you have?
So we have about 400 youth players, and then we have an adult league with about 300 players. So this complex that we're at right now, we have 8 fields that we need to paint pretty much on a weekly basis. So we have that, and then we also have our training facility, which houses another 5 fields that we need to paint.
And I think you mentioned also that you have a couple of tournaments that you host. How many teams come to those tournaments?
We host a tournament in about 3 weeks. We have about 125 teams coming to that, and we'll need to paint about 18 to 19 fields in about a 2-day span for that event alone.
And you're using the polo fields for those temporary soccer fields, is that right?
Yeah, this complex has 3 separate polo fields that we're using to put those fields on.
Okay, and last but not least, what made you decide to reach out to Turf Tank to investigate this as opposed to the way you've been doing it traditionally up until now?
We have been painting by hand, and then the horse park actually took that role on, and then this winter they had some staff leave, and they asked us if we would take it back. So we just did some analysis of how much we were spending in terms of man hours and paint with the sprayer, and then I looked online, found the robot through Turf Tank, and just crunched the numbers. And by and far, this was the best process, shorter for time for us. We don't have a whole lot of manpower or ability to hire a lot of people in, so it just made sense from what we're doing, and the fact that we can go to multiple sites and get fields up pretty quickly without having to run string and line and that kind of thing. So we think it'll be a very, very big time saver for us.
Fantastic. Well, if you have questions, reach out to us at turftank.com.